again, Rebecca here. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to another week of the She's Crafty, a mini paper bag class, and also the next day in the Baby Got Scraps Scrappy Inspiration YouTube and Instagram hop. This is the sketch that we're going to be using for the mini paper pad class, and I did a collab because they both pretty much follow the same rules of using one 12 by 12 piece of cardstock or pattern paper, and then the rest scraps or a 6 by 8 or 6 by 6 paper pad. Those are all the embellishments that I have in this little kit, and that's the Maggie Holmes 6 by 8 paper pad I'm going to use. I do pull in some dies and punches. I don't use the circles. I thought I was going to. Now here's all of the hearts punched out of those 4 pieces of paper that I have chose from the paper pad, and then I went ahead and die cut everything else. And while I am adhering all of these hearts down, I would like to explain a little bit as I do. So you guys know that I have all month long in the month of January, I've been participating in the Baby Got Scraps 31 days of creating layouts using just one 12 by 12 piece of paper and the rest scraps or a smaller paper pad, and also the weekly series that She's Crafty is hosting on a mini paper pad class, where you take a paper pad and you use up your smaller paper pads. So they kind of coincide, and I decided to do just one video today. It was just a little bit easier for me. So I want to remind you that I will have everyone that's playing along in both of the hops listed in the description box below. So don't forget to go check them out when you're done watching my video, and give them some love. Both of these series have been super fun, and I am rolling through the scraps and the paper pad that I have collected and neglected. So I'm just getting all this stuff adhered down, and I've created page kits for all of the Baby Got Scraps layouts, and I also created kits for the She's Crafty series. So it kind of worked out. Now this is a picture of me and my fiance, and we are at one of his daughter's track meets back in October of 2020, and I made him take a selfie with me because you got to take a selfie with your mask on. Even though we were outside and social distancing, we still wore masks because that's the safest way to be, right? And I'm just going to go ahead and I adhere these all down. I am using my fine liner bottle with the art glitter glue in it, and then I'm going to come in and I will start popping some of them up on some foam tape. I do overhang some of them to give the effect that they are running off the page, just to make it look like it's a full band, and the hearts continue on and on. So yeah, that's my spiel, I guess. So I am going to now come in with the foam, and I'm going to pop up several more of these little guys, just so that it has a little bit of dimension, because even though, as you've seen in the beginning, I had a ton of embellishments that I chose and just kind of threw in, they were embellishments that I have in a bin that sits next to me, and when I get done with each page kit or a collection and it's pretty much used up, I take all the leftover embellishments and I throw them in a big bin. And when the bin gets full, I go ahead and separate them back out into their respective I use the little 4x6 iris containers to store my embellishments, so either by color or like holiday or special occasion. And so it was full, and it was about time to go through it. So I just went ahead, and for the She's Crafty series, when I was making the kits for those, I went through that and found a whole bunch of layouts, and I just threw everything in because I have to make two obviously you guys understand, we make two layouts out of each mini paper pad. So I threw in a whole bunch of different stuff that will work for each picture that I'm going to scrap using this Maggie Holmes 6 by 8 mini paper pad. All right, so now everything is adhered, and that was all the stuff that I pulled out that I want to use, because as you've seen on the sketch, it didn't really call for a lot of embellishments because the hearts are pretty much like the star of the show. So I did have like this little frame that I had used for something else, and instead of tossing the half frame, I kept it. So I'm going to just banner like little fishtail on each side, and I'm going to tuck it slightly under the picture because that's where my title is going to go. So I'm just getting it on there. And I did not do any splatty bits or any kind of mixed media on this. Now this cute little sticker sheet is from the dollar store. And the reason, really honestly, the only reason I got it is because it had the big you and me, and I was like, why scrap a whole bunch of stuff about me and him, so why not? Now it does have that yellow ampersand sign on there, so you'll see I do pull in a couple things of that yellow just to bring it around the page. And I'm just going to stick that right down there. And I'm going to come in with this. This is from a Illustrated Faith collection. So it's just a label. I'm going to stick that underneath the page. I'm going to stick this little heart on. It doesn't stay right before the end of the video. I will pull that off because it is just so bright. It just doesn't work. I really wanted to use that This Rocks. I've been trying to use that for a while now, and it just doesn't go with anything. So it doesn't make it on the page either. And now I have these little bitty arrows. So I'm going to put, there's 5 of them. I'm going to put 3 there, and I'm going to put 2 up the top just so that that yellow is in several areas onto my layout, just to make sure, you know, just so it all kind of works together. I wanted to use the camera too, but it didn't work. I do like this love. So I was going to stick it down to the page, and I was like, no, we need a little bit more height up here in this corner. So I'm going to pop that up on some foam. And I'm going to just run it right across those little hearts there. And then I'm going to come in one more time, and I had snagged that little side right there. So, and if you noticed the whole time I was gluing all those hearts and stuff down, I did leave the cap off of my fine liner bottle. So it was a little bit hard to get it out at first, but once I got it going, it was fine. I do put that heart on as well, but again, wrong color, and I do pull that one off as well. I'm going to use some of my Dollar Tree foam that I'm trying to run through because I got a huge roll from Spiegel Mom Scraps that I want to start tapping into. But before I break into the new roll, I have to use up all this other foam. FYI, this Dollar Tree stuff, super sticky and super great. So I am also going to bring in this little sweet piece because I felt like this little area right down here needed just a bit more. So I'm going to go ahead and adhere that right down to the page there. And that is pretty much going to do it. I am going to do a little bit of journaling, and basically it's going to say October 2020, watching Wit run. So that will be right down there, and that's going to do it for the layout. So I will have some close-ups and stuff. So give me a thumbs up if you like the layout, and don't forget to go check everybody else's videos out that are listed down below, and I will definitely see you guys tomorrow for another layout. Bye.